Wizards Nation, we are witnessing the beginning of something special, y'all. Buckle up.
Trae Young wanted to be a Washington Wizard. He believes he can be a young anchor of this Washington Wizards rebuild.
Trae Young, Trey Johnson, Keyshawn George, freaking DeBonsa, Boozer, Wilson, or even Quaintance, or even Peterson and Sarr. And we got Be Cool off the bench with freaking Will Riley, Bubker. The NBA don't want to see us, y'all.
This has clearly been a team that's been drafting high. They're trying to figure out how to take the next step. Wizards officials believe that Trae Young is that next step in their vision long term, and they want to build with Trae Young. And this is a team that's filled with young players, talented young players. They're going to have $46 million in cap space.
We got a guy who has career averages of 25 and 10 for nothing. We also got off of Corey Kisper's long-term contract. Much respect to Corey. I actually have a tribute at the very end of the video for Corey Kisper and CJ McCollum. 27 years old. Great use of our cap floor. We had to dish out money anyways to meet the cap floor. There are no downsides to this trade. This trade is either going to be a colossal dub or nothing. And for those who are actually worried, don't worry about the tank. There's actually more reports coming out, but like we predicted in the stream, not just me. Trae Young likely won't play much and may not even play at all for the Wizards for us this year, according to Joshua Robbins. This was reported also last night by Fred Katz. The Wizards have been obsessed with the idea of keeping their top 8 protected pick, which they owe to the Knicks. Says right here, I would be surprised if that obsession dissipated even after they traded for Trae Young. Dude, not even obsessed. I don't even think obsessed does it justice. It is reaching freaking essential life need. Like, I'm putting this draft pick up there with water, freaking chicken burritos, freaking, you know what I mean, vegetables, I guess, you know what I mean, and keeping the top 8 picked. Like, it is reaching that territory, not just for me, for obviously DAWKINS. Like, we know this, so don't worry about us losing the top 8 pick. The DMV is lit right now, boy. Seeing the excitement already coming back to fans who are just obviously, you know, and rightfully so, disenfranchised. You're going to see a swarm of fans coming back like it happened with the Commanders in 2024. I don't want to talk about 2025. Will Dawkins has built a strong reputation for us around the league now. Even though we're not winning yet, consistently, we are respected by NBA GMs, veterans, players. They're respecting our rebuild. The national media is not there yet. They're starting to be jumping on the bandwagon. We saw Alex on NBA TV the other day. You know what I mean? NBA Twitter pundits, they're long gone. Don't worry about them. You know what I mean? They still think we're the butt of the joke. Don't worry about them. The narrative is flipping, y'all. Players want to come here. Freaking, it started with Alex Sarr wanting to be drafted here. Ace Bailey, Trae Young. Like, the more I think about this trade, this could be a home run of a trade for us, and we would reap the benefits, and this could go down as one of the best trades. Or it could just be a one-year rental, and then we hand over the keys to a possible Darren Peterson. There are no downsides to this trade. We got Trae Young when his value was historically at an all-time low. We now have the foundation, the young bucks, the defensive anchors, the wings, and we're still going to add more to that, to not only rehabilitate his trade value, but also for him to possibly be even here with us in the long term. I'm going to get to that in a bit. The foundation is already here with us, with Trae Young. It's already built. But yeah, man, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. But before we continue, I know what some of y'all are thinking. You know what I mean? For those who don't know, I was on the stream last night reacting to after every single Wizards game, recapping the Sixers game. And the trade obviously happened midstream. And while I was excited, I was, look at the initial, rewatch it. I'm not going to sit here and be a hypocrite, I was at the point of the stream, shocked that we did not get draft capital in return. I thought that was the point of why we were doing this. And some dudes called me out like, hey man, you know what I mean? You're not as excited as you should be, And rightfully so, you know what I mean? But I will admit, I was not the only one who was shocked that there was no draft capital in return. Dude, there's receipts in the freaking stream. I saw people in the chat like, what the hell? I'm not going down alone. I'll hold the L for everybody. I'll hold the L. Primarily not because of my reaction. You know what I mean? For those who don't, you don't have to believe me if you don't. I am excited. Primarily, I'm holding the L because as a content creator, I should have ended the stream immediately, started a new stream. I should have created a new thumbnail. My dumbass never created a new thumbnail regarding just Trae Young. I should have gathered more information. I should have gathered more points of analysis for me. So that was a huge L on my part. I'll do better. This is a learning lesson. But I will stand firm on my initial reaction. I'm not going to back out. I'm not going to sit here and be a kiss ass, dude. The main reason why I'm standing firm is because I feel like I will be lying to you guys that I am a little surprised that there was no draft picks available or attached in this trade with Trae Young. We saw the reports. They were all saying draft picks will be involved. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I think we believe that the main reason why we were trading for Trae Young was because of the possible assets that would be attached to him. Hear me out. This is actually, I think, positive news, how the Wizards will actually view Trae Young with us moving forward. Hear me out. We had all the leverage in this trade. We saw teams bowing out of the even Trae Young sweepstakes. The Timberwolves, the Nets, they were not interested. Trae Young already said we were his preferred destination. You know what I mean? We were one of the few teams, if not the only team, who can absorb his $49 million contract. We had all the leverage. And on top of that, multiple reports came out saying that the front office values Corey Kispert a lot and that they were a bit reluctant to give him up. And we know what happened. We gave him up. So with the way how this trade went, this tells me that the Wizards, Will Dawkins, they traded for Trae Young with a certain possibility that he's not here just for the rental. They traded for Trae Young because they coveted him. They wanted him. Did Ted Leonsis play a part? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I think Will Dawkins may already have had a plan in place for Trae Young and how he would fit with our Young Bucks. And I wouldn't be surprised that they are holding out hope that this is not a one-year rental. I said it to the stream last night. I tossed out there's a certain possibility that, Trae Young will be here for the long term. But then when I woke up and I got a full night of sleep on this, I'm thinking to myself, nah, dude, I think that's a real possibility. Like a 2-year, $100 million contract extension type of possibility with Trae Young here. This trade screams, we wanted Trae. So that's my take on that. Y'all can agree to disagree, whichever, respectfully, you know what I mean? But I don't know, dude. I feel like some people right now are counting out Trae Young being here in the long term. I feel like some people right now are saying, oh, he's just a rental. We're going to be really happy with him for 1 year, but he's going to leave us. Dude, the more I read, the more I think about it, I don't think that's possibly going to be the case. I could definitely see a real scenario that he's here for the long term. Man's only 27, turning 28 next offseason. There's more news here regarding Trae Young. This report came out from The Athletic saying that in the wake of the Hawks' decision not to offer Young a contract extension during the summer, league sources say that Trae Young and his representatives identified us, the Wizards, as a promising destination months ago. So, there was a report, I believe it was yesterday, saying that we were the top destination for Trae Young. But it looks like this has been in the making for months regarding Trae Young and his overall vision moving forward. Not only has Washington in need of a point guard for the future, but Young and his reps saw the franchise youth movement and roster flexibility as an opportunity to potentially build a roster that complements his skill set. Dude, I'm telling y'all, the more I read into this, it seems like Trae is already possibly really bought in to our long-term outlook. The next, for those who don't, are worried about this, Our updated 2026 cap space projection is as follows. We now have $45.9 million in cap space, which is down from the original $80 million that we had before trading for Trae Young. So we still got a shitload of money, dude. You know what I mean? If we still want to get a backup defensive anchor for, Alex R, we could definitely do it. We can cough it up. You know what I mean? Or if we want to, obviously, I'm thinking about a Marvin Bagley, possibly, extend him to a team-friendly deal. Obviously, that's certainly still in place. Nothing's erased with that. And now regarding Trae Young's just his fit with us. You know what I mean? First things first, the biggest winner of this trade is Alex Sarr. Alex Sarr, write it down. I'm writing it down right now. Alex Sarr, 2026 freaking All-Star. All-Star. With Trae. When was the last time Trae Young had a big like Alex Sarr? Somebody tossed out last night. Perhaps John Collins. Yeah. 7'1", 7'4" wingspan. Elite rim protector. I'm thinking next year for Alex Sarr, and this is way too early, but with a healthy Trae Young, I can see him getting us 23 and 10. I see 3 lobs already in there. He's averaging right now 17 and 8 without a point guard. Also, not even Gasol, but Bilal Coulibaly, a true point guard now, which has never truly really had anyways. His offensive game needs help. It's still developing. I'm not on the Be Cool hype train. I'm not out. He's been balling as of late. Last night he had 18. He's also going to improve, get more open looks. You know what I mean? Trey Johnson. Splash cities now with these two dudes. Are you kidding? They're going to be pulling out from 30 on the regular. Granted, well, I'll admit though, Trey Johnson's attempts per game may dwindle, but you know what I mean? Hey man, I'm not worried about that at all. The defensive backcourt though, at the same time, we also got defensive wings, point of attack defenders, an elite rim protector, the guy who's leading the league in blocks per game. I have a feeling I'm not too worried about that, even though it is an issue that will need to be heavily patched though. But still, dudes like even Justin Champagnie. I'm thinking about Will Riley, who's shown excellent ability this year as a rookie, as a cutter. You know what I mean? Those two dudes are going to feast with Trae Young also. Everybody around him. Bub Carrington playing off ball with Trae Young, which Bub Carrington seems much more comfortable off ball. Still developing the on ball, you know what I mean? But, the main guy that people are like a bit worried about is Keyshawn George. You know what I mean? Keyshawn George been primarily, the on ball, mostly point guard at times, you know what I mean? Is this going to stunt his development? I don't think so. Key still has a chance to be the secondary ball handler in the starting lineup. Granted, it is funny saying secondary ball handler in a lineup that has Trae Young, who's one of the most ball-dominant guards. But anyways, how many elite snipers do we have now? It's going to be Splash City. We're going to have to come up with a nickname, dude. I came up with Washington Wild Wings. I need to upgrade that. Give me some time. You know what I mean? Give me some red Gatorade. Let me get the electrolytes in. I'll come up with something nice for us. You know what I mean? If anybody got something nice for us too, put it in the comment section. But freaking Trae Young, Trey Johnson, Bub Carrington, who's developed into a 3-point specialist for us this year. Freaking Keyshawn George, Alex Sarr, 7'1", shooting 35% from the 3 as a second year in the league. You know what I mean? Imagine if we added Peterson. But before I end this video, I want to do a couple of notes I have here in my notes. I also feel like Will Dawkins wanted to trade for Trae Young because he wanted to also properly evaluate some of our young bucks, primarily Alex Sarr. You know what I mean? Bilal Coulibaly as well. Those are the two main. The French is going to thrive with freaking Trae Young. So he wanted to properly evaluate. So even if Trae Young just ends up being a 1-year rental, we still get a glimpse as to what these players will be with us moving forward regarding our young bucks and how they played with a true natural point guard. But I do want to shout out Corey Kispert. I said in the stream yesterday, much respect to Corey Kispert. You know what I mean? A guy who was drafted 15th overall in 2021 draft for us. Great veteran. I wish him nothing but the best of luck. I'm glad he got the bag already. Stand up, dude. No, round of applause. Corey Kispert. You know what I mean? Really good dude. And I wish him nothing but the best of luck and continued success in Atlanta. CJ McCollum, thank you. McCollum came in here and did his thing. He did what he was supposed to do. He had a shaky first 7 to 10 games of the season, and since then he's been balling. He's been balling, especially as of late. McCollum was also a great mentor for us. McCollum also this to say, I figured I should share it with you guys. He said, loved my time here in DC. Organization was great to my family and I. Michael Winger and Will did everything they said they would and kept their word from the very beginning. Love the city, and they're doing great things the right way over there. And he said very familiar with, he's excited to go to the ATL. Hey, man, here's one thing I want to point out to you guys. This is a reoccurring theme here because another valued vet says that Will Dawkins did everything they said they would and kept their word from the very beginning. We've seen multiple veterans say this about us. Kyle Kuzma, you know what I mean? Before he freaking burned bridges towards the end. Kyle Kuzma, that's the main reason why he resigned with us. We're changing our narrative. We're changing our reputation around the league. Veterans are coming in here. Marcus Smart also had great things to say about us before he left. You know what I mean? Veterans are coming here. Like Marvin Bagley came back after we traded him. Like, we have a culture based here, led by Will Dawkins and Winger, that veterans around the league will be like, no. That's not where players and careers go to die. Just let that sink in. You know what I mean? Shout out to McCollum, man. Before I end the video, I feel like I should say the standard thing that you've heard possibly 47 billion times already. But the fact that Dawkins turned Bradley Beal to CP3, to Jordan Poole, to McCollum, to now Trae Young. And on top of that, this is the assets that we've recovered during that trade process. This is 4 years of pick swaps, 6 second-round picks, $16 million saved over the next 2 years. And most importantly, we have continuously got the better player in each end of the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a freaking wizard. I don't even know how to say it. We just got a guy who's him at the GM. Will Dawkins is going to save my franchise. He already is. I said this in the stream. I feel like our trade progression with that trade chart has gone from freaking like, in the Pokemon charts, you know what I mean? With Charmander, you know what I mean, here. And then the freaking second dude right here. And the third will be, Charizard, where the hell. That's what I feel like this trade progression has been since we got rid of Bradley Beal. Yeah, man. Next season, I'm thinking. I said last stream, I would not be surprised. And now, as each day passes by, I'm leaning towards us making a play-in push. Oh, no, the Pistons did it. Bro, we are next. If we are up and late in the playoffs next year, which it's not out of the realm now, especially if we get blessed and we get a Boozer or the Bonsa, finish the rest of the season, secure our pick, and damn it, we're back next year. I might have to now get freaking, monumental, pay $20 a month. Motherfucker, I might do it right now. I can't, dude. Bub Streams has been treating me right. I perhaps for the beginning of the season next year, but it will hurt me. Fuck it, dude. Hey, man, fun times. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Will Dawkins, man.